Good evening and welcome to my live stream. I'm your host, Bob Pace, and we're here to fight CPS and hang on to your children. And I'm glad that you found me. Um, you heard me right. We're here to fight CPS. What I call CPS is the Child Protection System. There's an entity, a government entity in every state, every county. They're located in all the counties of all the states. And this is a worldwide broadcast, meaning I'm live streaming all around the world. I have 21 countries and 50 states, including the District of Columbia. So I've had over 1,000 people that have either text or come in and talked about their CPS case. Now, I try to make this different every live stream. It's twice a day. I come on Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's Pacific Standard Time. On the weekends, it's 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then Monday through Sunday, I'm on at 7 o'clock. And it's from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So that's 14 live streams a week. And I've been doing this now for 17 months. And I warmly welcome you because I know that it's very difficult to fight CPS. I too am a victim of CPS. I've been fighting them for 15 years. 3 of my children were stolen by them, trafficked by them, and placed into foster care where they got hurt. I had to hire a professional attorney to get my children back. So I've come up with 5 rules that will help you. And if I had known these 5 rules, I would never have been involved in CPS. CPS hits you when you're down economically. They take advantage of people that are low income or had a disaster. They're taking advantage of the people on the East Coast in North Carolina where they have severe rains and floods. And now they have fires. And the CPS is not giving any break to those people. They're also doing the fires in California. And the people, CPS are taking the children because they don't have a home. And it's not their fault. And when you lose your home, you're financially, I lost a job that I had worked for a long time. I've been working for up to date, I've been working for 60 years. But when I lost my career job in 2010, it'd been 45 years. I had bought a home in 2004. 8 years later, 2004 from 2010 is 4 years. No, my math is not right. 6 years. 6 years. And that was hard to swallow because I have to pay for that home. So they get you when you're down and out. And what they did was unthinkable to me in the Orange County CPS in California. They call that the Child Protection Services. Now, next door is the LA County Department of Children and Family Services. And in Arizona, it's called the Department of Children's Services. In Kentucky, it's called the Cabinet. So when I say CPS, I mean all the entities. In the early 60s, government mandated that we protect our children from neglect and abuse. And the way they did it, they told that social service would form a child protection system to protect our children from neglect and abuse. So they are formed out there, but you can't tell which ones are bad and which ones are good. It's very confusing. It's very confusing. So, anyway, I'm here because I care about people that get hurt and abused by CPS and their children trafficking into foster care. I'm not an attorney. I'm a loving husband and a father. I've helped raise 6 children and I have 42 years of marriage experiences. So I have a lot to offer anybody who's listening in. And I've come up with those 5 rules that I keep talking about. Now, this is a hard agency to deal with. You're like Alice in Wonderland. You fell in a rabbit hole, and suddenly you met the Chester cat, and they go from one room to the next room. And you don't know what to do. That's how bad CPS is. You're doing CPS is just as difficult as open heart surgery. And in open heart surgery, you're going to get a professional, a doctor that knows how to do it. Well, in CPS, you want to too. But the kind of attorney you want is going to cost money. And you want an attorney that has a background in juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. And, you want that kind of attorney. Problem is the court-appointed attorneys and the attorneys they stick you with, the CPS does, they're controlled by CPS, they're paid by CPS, and they have a caseload of 30 more clients. They don't have time for you, and they won't fight for your case. They will not fight for your case. Now, that's from a reference of over 1,000 people. Something's got to be done out there. CPS has got to be accountable. But in order to navigate the complexity of dependency law and juvenile law and family law, you need an attorney. The judge is like a referee. And then you have 2 sets of attorneys. One sets are for the plaintiff, which is CPS, and the other one is for the defendant, which is you, and you have one for your wife or one for every adult has to have a court-appointed attorney. Doesn't have to, but it's offered to them. And every child has one too. So if you have 3 children, 2 parents, that's 5 attorneys. And the sad part is the attorneys you get are appointed to you or just know about criminal law. They don't know about dependency law. It is hard. It's one of the most stumbling blocks that I hear every morning, every night. I can't afford an attorney. Now, what dependency law is, there are concerns that the parent is not able to keep their child safe from abuse or neglect. Now, family law aims to resolve dispute amicably, focusing on the best interests of the family. Criminal law, however, seeks to punish and rehabilitate offenders to maintain social order. Now, the difference between family law and juvenile law is that the case law has a statutory law shows that the purpose of family court is to provide litigants with a forum to resolve issues of custody, care, and control of minor children. The purpose of juvenile court is to protect the children from parents' abuse, neglect. So there's three kinds of laws you have to deal with. I've learned that over the years. So you need an attorney that's familiar with all kinds of those laws. Now, in dependency law, you are guilty until you're proven innocent. When you're involved in CPS, you're guilty, and that is the sad part of things. That's the sad part. It's the only law that where you're like that. Now, you guys are slowly coming in, and that is really great. I want to put this notice up. Please text me a question or a comment about CPS. When you do, please show me your full name, your first name, your city or county, state, and country, because you may be from another country. So far, I've had 21 countries. They're Indonesia, Bangladesh, the Middle East. Oh, wait, India. Can't forget India. And then the Middle East is Saudi Arabia and Libya. Then over to Africa, Liberia, Sudan, Rwanda, Mozambique, and then several provinces of South Africa. Then up to Europe, it's England, Scotland, and Wales, and Denmark and Sweden. Then across the pond to North America, it's 4 provinces in Canada. All 50 states have been on my show and talked. In fact, there have been half a dozen of you from some of the states repeatedly. And then the District of Columbia. I've heard from the District of Columbia. And then south of the border is Mexico. And I heard from Mexico. And then down South America to a country above Brazil on the east coast is Grenada. Then across the South Pacific is New Zealand. And then the land down under, Australia, and 2 of the states in Australia. So that's a well representative of the world. CPS is everywhere. CPS is talked everywhere. But it has different kinds of meanings and different kinds of names. And it's too hard for me to list all the names. I can tell you a half a dozen of them. But there are a lot of names there. So you found it's a tough thing. Now I see we have emojis. I appreciate emojis. I have Donna Ray. Thank you for your sad face or alarming face there. Please use emojis, smiley faces, hearts, or thumbs up, and you can send me stars. And please check below to follow me. Also, if you want to be notified, please check the notification button there. Now, another way to participate in this room is you can be a guest on my live stream. All you have to do is send an email to my show producer. Her name is Grace at vincentwdavis.com. And she will give you a link to get on the application I use, which is StreamYard. I broadcast on YouTube, but she'll give you the link. They'll get you on there. And then you could talk. I can take up 9 of you. 9 of you. Now, I've had every day has been interesting. Every day has been different people coming in. There's my regular group, which are really great people, but they do have problems and they're trying to get them resolved. I think a lot of reasons why people come back here because they got someone that will talk to them. You're very much alone when you're involved in CPS. It's a dismal task. I know the feeling. When I lost my job through no fault of own in 2010, and before the 2000, I mean, and I lived in my home for 7 years, a beautiful home. And CPS has been out to my home numerous times. For the first 5 years, from 2010 to 2015, they would call or come out to talk to me about allegations that they heard from, I found who it was. It was my in laws, my wife's mother, father, three sisters, and a brother. And they'd call in once a week and fabricate something that wasn't true. And this went on for 5 years. To finally, they got frustrated, got aid of the police, and the police tracked me down and forced me to come back to my home and open it up. And I had to surrender my kids. I thought I had to. I thought I had to open my home. I thought I could talk to them. But like a fool, I didn't know about CPS. What I should have done when I first got involved is I should have gone to the internet and investigated. I should have got an attorney. Attorney is your key to success in this. It is your key to success. Now, a third way that you could interact in this podcast is that you can call in. My number's up there, 626 698 0990. So now I have my number up there. It's direct line to my office phone. Speaking of office phone, where's my office phone? I think it may have fallen down. Oh, here it is. Hold on, hit deep. I have to re-sign on, sign in. Okay, I need to copy. Okay. Whew. Okay. I got everything back to normal. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. It's very, very slow, and I feel like that smiley face that a person put up the room. Donna Ray. Anyway, there's another number you should see. 888-888-6582 is the law office of Vincent W. Davis. And you can reach him there. You can also reach other attorneys he has for real estate law, family law, divorce law, criminal law, immigration law, workplace law, injury law, anything you have a legal matter. Vincent has an attorney that will help you out. He has an attorney that will help you out. It's a hard thing with CPS, and I'm here to help you um, kind of straighten out the mess that you're in, to send direction, to help you out a little bit there too. Hmm. Now, one thing is nice, if you call in or on my live stream, you get a free 15-minute session with Mr. Davis via Zoom. It's free, 15 minutes. You can talk to a real attorney. Mr. Davis has been practicing and fighting CPS for over 39 years. He's a juvenile attorney, a family law attorney, and he's also a dependency law attorney. So he fulfills having that background. He's also a trial attorney, and when the case is over, he'll do civil lawsuit against CPS, both in state court and federal court. He's won back millions of dollars. So he's the real deal. So speaking to him for 15 minutes is great. All you have to do is talk on my show or be a guest. That's all you have to do. Now, another way you can talk to him too, besides calling into 888 6582, is that you can do another website that I got worked out. And for $60, he will talk to you for 30 minutes. That's the special price I have. He'll talk to you for 30 minutes. He'll talk to you for 30 minutes. Oh, God. There's the website. You go to https:// Kennedy Kennedy.com/apptsvwd/Bob Pace. So now I've told you several ways. You can talk to him for free if you're on my show as a guest, or you can call in to the phone number, or you can talk to him for $60 for 30 minutes, special rate. Or you call into the office, and his hourly rate is $500. So if you want to talk to him for hours, you could pay $500 an hour. Now, he's also on live stream himself, so he has questions and answers. And he's on Saturdays and during the week. All you do is call that number 888-888-6582, and they will tell you that. So that is good there. Now, so far we've had some people come in. And we'll see how this goes, because it doesn't seem like there's too many people there. It's a hard thing to talk about day after day, twice a day. I had some good news. We've had people's criminal charges be dropped. And so that was good. Another charge was dropped from the mother, the parents up in Kern County were accused of breaking 11 bones in their child's body, but she had rickets. And the baby born with that bone disease, the bones can be easily broken. They could have been broken by a healthcare professional in the hospital or one of the nurses changing diapers or something. So anyway, the parents were clear of that. There was a criminal charge against Margaret King and alleged that she took some money or something. Vincent Davis is her attorney, and she got that dropped. So I know attorneys work, but they cost money. I know you don't have money. I didn't have money when I had to hire an attorney. I was at a point where I was going nowhere. I tried pro se, I tried court-appointed attorneys, and I was going nowhere. Also, I need to tell you about two websites that you need to look at. One is called The Sandstorm. Now that one is https://stand.store/attorney VWD. They will have books there. Also, they'll have different kinds of law packages. If you only want 5 hours with Vincent Davies, he has a package for that. If you want 30 minutes or an hour, you have packages for that. Also, one of the books they're trying to promote right now is a new book, and it's for grandparents. And it's Grandparents' Guide to Help adopt their grandchildren, step by steps. and that can be found at the Sandstore. You also can find that at the number 888-888-6582. Now, that's a good website to check out. It's free. You should check it out, the Sandstore. Then there's another one here. This one here is called https:// vincentwdavis.com. That's the website for Mr. Davis. He also has a Facebook account for CPS. So he's all over the place. And you need to check it out and review it. You need to check it out and review it. Hello, Taryn Harris. I'm glad you came in. I was wondering where all my family was. I'm glad you came in. That's Taryn Harris. She's from Oakland, California, the Oakland area, in the Bay Area. And she has a horrible CPS case. And she's trying to get her children back. And good. Taryn got to talk to Vincent Davis, and she says try her civil rights. Her civil rights have been violated. And she could, if her case is over, she can file a lawsuit, a civil lawsuit against them over her civil rights being violated. I'm glad you got to talk to him. Well, until you get an attorney, you're not going to get too far in anything, I'm sad to say. It's a sad thing. It really is. It's a very sad thing. Taryn further says, because my parent rights were taken. Yeah, you didn't know about it. The attorney that was, I got to get something to drink here. My throat is really acting up here. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. It's hard in your case, Taryn, because all of us, our instinct, we're not trained about CPS. We're not life skill. It should have been something we should have gotten in high school. Who is CPS? What's their purpose? What they do? And if you know that early on, when you come across it, you'd be better prepared. And it's hard when your parental rights are taken. You have to appeal within 15 or 30 days. It varies from state to state. You never want to lose your parental rights. I was looking up something here. I didn't have it here. Okay. Um, that website, vincentwdavis.com, is his main website. He also has his Facebook. You can look up Vincent Davis CPS on Facebook. I have a site there on Facebook too. I know it's not what you want to hear, Taryn, but when your child's reached 18, they can come back to see you. You can hope they pray they do. I would write a journal and turn the journal over to your child when he turns 18. When they turn 18, they'll see the journal, and you should write your daily journal about your life without your children. And that'd be very precious for them because they'll see you going through your trials and tribulations, and they'll be able to get up with you. I should have done that. I did not do that with my children. Journals are nice things to do. Now, let me see here. um, Taryn, how are you taking care of yourself? Are you stable? Do you have a job? Is someone to take care of yourself? Do you have a roof over your head? Um, you got to think about yourself now. You've been through a really horrible, horrible experience, but you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself. Now we have about 7 more minutes to it's 11 o'clock, and we will end the show then, and then I'll be on again today, and I believe it's going to be 4 p.m. It's not going to be 7 p.m. It's early, 4 p.m. today. 4 p.m. today. I know you're doing the best you can. And Taryn, I'm thankful that you are still got yourself, stable. That's what's important. Excuse me, gee. Now I mentioned my 5 rules. Rule 1 is to get an attorney. And what you need to do is you need to find an attorney school in juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. They need to be professionally licensed and have fought CPS. And there's ways you can find them. Right now, I'm telling you, Mr. Davis is available. You can call him. And I have a 15-minute free session or a $60 30-minute session or an hour session for $500. But if I was you, I'd be on the show, and then you'll get set up with seeing Mr. Davis. It's really a shame how dependency law works. It's not really fair to parents. Now, let me see here. Oh, I forgot to put up a very important thing right now. We're going to need some help with keeping this live stream alive. So, what I want you to do is I want you to subscribe. I want you to join a YouTube channel. subscribe to my YouTube channel, CPS Defense Strategies, Consultant Vince Davis. And you can see it. I can pull it up here. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but it's linked to my room. It says CPS Defense Attorney Vince Davis. And that is linked to my room here. But you got to get that link. It's really important. And then when you subscribe, you're subscribing to a newsletter. You get something in return. A newsletter from articles from me, articles from Vincent Davis, then the inside of people. You get articles regarding those people. And then the care of your horse. Oh, boy. You'll get other articles in there from Vincent Davis besides myself. Also, we'll show our insights about who is Mr. Davis and who's Bob Pace and other people. It's a worth newsletter, and it's only $1.99. It'll help support the show. So I know they're very nominal costs because I know what it costs for a YouTube channel subscription or all the others in there. So please subscribe. Now, I have about 2 more minutes before I have to curtail this live stream. Now, I told you about rule number 1, you need to get a professional attorney. Rule number 2 is you need to do documents. Rule number 3 is you don't talk to social workers or the police. You don't let them in your home, and you don't give up your child. Rule number 4 is that you arrange your words in the correct order when you want to search something in CPS. After you put the city, state, and the country for the U.S., then what you do is that yes, yeah, that's what they didn't do there. So, now the other thing is here too is, whoops, that's not yet. Okay. I want to thank all the people that have come into my room today. Taryn Harris, thank you for being there. And I really appreciate your support. Taryn Harris was the only one that came into this live stream. I usually have 25 to 30, but today may be an off day. So I want to see you the next time. Now, I'm going to be coming on at 4 o'clock this afternoon, earlier. I have a family commitment that I can't get out of, and I have to be there. So I want to thank you, and God bless you all. They're fighting. Don't give up on your kids. Please come back and see me tonight or tomorrow. I'm on twice a day, so you get a lot of chance to, and my shows are recorded, so they'll be playing right after the show ends. So I want to thank, let me see if I can get her name up here. So I will see you tonight at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. God bless you all, and don't forget to keep fighting for your kids. I really care about you. I really do. This is Bob Pace signing off.